The wait is finally over. My name is Mrs. Ashaba Sevagala. Innovate Events Podcast is finally here. And my first guest today is a friend, fashion designer, drum rolls, Shamtyra.
Let me tell you the things I went through without having boundaries in this job, in this business. I have cried. I have refunded money. I have prayed when I realized you can actually pray for the type of clients you want to get. So I started praying for my kind. Innovate Events Podcast. I'm so excited for you. Thank you for this, and I'm excited that I am your first. I love being the first.
Thank you. Thank you for coming through.
Of course, anytime. And I'm very excited to see your journey, meeting you as, a wife, a mother of three, a businesswoman, and now bridging a very, very important gap between the service providers and, the clients and all. It's a very beautiful initiative, and I'm excited about it.
Thank you for coming through. I know you so well, but I don't think our viewers know you.
Yes.
So please, a little introduction.
Yes.
And we get this running.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Naranga Shamtyra. I'm a fashion designer, image consultant, and I'm a lover of God. I'm a minister of God above all.
Amen.
I have been in the industry now coming to 9 years.
Ooh.
I started with a custom-made couture brand called Shamtyra, and we deal into with high-end dresses, bridal gowns, anything out of the ordinary. And then I grew into having a ready-to-wear brand, which is STW. Just, casual, look good, relaxed type of fits for women. And very soon I have something new coming in for my corporate
We
girls.
can't wait.
So you've just had it first from here. And that has been my journey in the industry so far.
And I think I got to know you around...
When you're getting married.
When 2018.
Yeah.
Oops.
See, it
8
has been
8 years.
8 years. You've literally grown with me as well.
And the great partnership that we have, and the friendship that has come out of it.
Absolutely.
Which I think most vendors need to have with their clients or amongst themselves. Because I've been your client, but now I'm a vendor as well.
Yeah.
So making this smooth for both of us.
It is very much needed, like you said, especially in terms personally with events planners. Usually we always have like a little pull and push, and not in a bad way, but I think the gap is too big for me personally when it comes to events planners.
But I don't think we've had a rough road together. We've been on that road together.
Oh no, I think because for you I know you, so it makes it better. And then we have this: you respect my work, I respect your work. I think it's also good to come from that angle where we both respect each other, and that's when we come up with the best things. Really,
literally boundaries.
Oh my God,
let's talk about that. Yes.
Let me tell you the things I went through without having boundaries in this job, in this business. I have cried. I have refunded money that I wouldn't have refunded, but because there were no ground rules and boundaries, like we said, so it's easy for the client to take advantage.
True.
Or sometimes even the client to be taken advantage of. So one of the things that the refund policy, you guys have just learned about the refund policy. I didn't think it's necessary. We're two human beings. You've come to me for my service because I do a great job, and we want the same thing, right?
Okay.
And now we have situations where someone changes their mind.
Well, that's what I was about to ask. Like, what happens when the bride comes in? 1 month, 2 months, they make a deposit.
Yes.
And let's say a high amount. Let's say the gown is, 8 million.
Yeah.
And they deposit, let's say 4 or 5. And after 2-3 months, they switch up.
Yeah.
They're like, no, they don't want to go on with you, but then they don't want to say that.
Yeah. Honestly, it's never 3 months, 2 months, you're stuck with me. I'm sorry. 2 months, 3 months, you're stuck with me. But I've had situations where maybe they've done a commitment fee of like maybe 500 or 200, and then along the way, maybe the family thinks it's better to get a dress from, abroad or to hire than having something custom made. I would refund normally, but then I learned that, hey, you have to take also your part. You have to take ownership of your part, that you made a commitment fee without being coerced into this. So if you feel like we cannot work together anymore, let it be on you, especially if it's not on my end. I keep saying, if I have come short of what I promised, you have all the right to ask for your money or to ask for some of your money back. But if I have met my end and my end of bargaining everything, and you just all of a sudden woke up one day and realize, oh, you don't want to work with me anymore, that is on you. Right now, I stand strong on that. Before, I would be like, oh, maybe what, let me look for this money and then refund it. Now it's on you. I think we have to be accountable when it comes to these things. It's a business at the end of the day. If you've given me a deposit, I have these purchasing fabrics and all of the things. There's even building the concept beyond what the client, beyond what the client, because what I do, I'll tell the client what they can understand. But when I sit with my team, we go into the details of it's going to be hand beaded, how are we hand beading, what patterns are we going for, let's buy beads, let's try samples, or these beads are a bit too big when they're together, let's try to bring in another line. So we are building, yes, maybe the cloth is not practically started on, but we are building a concept. That's all time. That all takes time and that all takes effort. So something is really happening. So if you choose to change your mind right now, I stand ground of like, you know what, I've been working. So because I took it serious that you came to me and you want us to work together.
From the word go.
Yeah, I revised my refund policy. So I have a reasonable refund policy, because sometimes some reasons are understandable. We have
to why they're backing off.
Yeah, to why they're backing off. I can't say because out of respect for the clients and all of that, but some reasons are really understandable, and you find a middle ground. So I do have a refund policy. There are grounds where it's necessary to refund, and as a businesswoman, I need to know how to separate the two so that it does not affect my business as well. But talking of refund policy, I want to hear your side, because now for you, me, I'm just dealing with the bride. You are dealing with everybody from photographers, the decorators. How do you work around that? How's that damage control in case a bride changes their mind?
With me, that's where contracts come in. Between me and the vendors.
Yeah.
If the vendor does not accept to sign a contract, that's a red flag to me. Because why would I go to Sham and I'm like, oh, my bride needs to get a purchase a gown from here and here and here. Let's say you're getting it from out, from UK or wherever. And then I give you a contract to sign and you're saying, no, I cannot sign it. But if
that
the dress
already
doesn't
shows
come,
you're going to come.
Yes, but if the dress doesn't come through, of course, there's things that happen. Let's say delayed flights or something. Along the way, something happens and you're like, you know what? I'm not going to sign this contract. What am I going to tell the bride? How am I going to convince them to switch up when they have given you a deposit and you're not ready to refund because I gave it to you 2 months prior, and you're like, oh, you know what, Martha? I cannot refund. I'm not going to refund, but it's on its way. We have to come to an understanding. So no contracts, no work. How do you stay creative in such a competitive industry?
Okay.
How are you doing it?
I'm about to take you to church again. When I started, it's one of the things that people don't understand about the creative industry is like you're using your mind. As much as it's like hand crafted stuff and all, but you're using your mind constantly. And when the pressure is too much, that's how most of the creatives go into depression, anxiety, mental breakdown. And this is not just with designers, it's with artists, it's with every person who is a creative. It really happens. Now, for me, I had to understand when I grew my relationship with God, I had to understand that my effort do not just come from my gift, but it comes from Him. because he's the source of my gift, and understanding my true authenticity and walking in that. So one of the things that I make sure is I'm not out here on social media trying to see what my other fellow designers are doing.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do what Dina Vince is doing. I'm not trying to do what Fatuma Asha is doing. I'm not trying to do what Kaidivo is doing. I do appreciate, like when I see their work, I'm like, oh, that was beautiful, that was nice. But at the end of the day, I'm like, God, what can I do as me, as Sham Tyra, to
stay
beat
creative.
the last outfit I did?
Okay.
Because now that's what I'm
to keep
now,
up with the trend.
not to keep up with the trend, but how
Okay.
do I do better than what I did previously? Because I believe we grow as human beings. Physically you're growing, but not even just physically. You're supposed to grow in each and everything you do. That's how you become better. You don't become better by trying to beat another person. You become better by beating what you did the previous time. Now that is what I do. Like, okay, if we did this dress and it was amazing, if we did this bridal gown and it was amazing, how do I make sure the next client, like, we do better? What are some of the things we faced or the challenges we faced? What are some of the complaints the bride had or the client had on the previous? When I'm working with my team, where did we, even if a client didn't see a mistake, but I saw it or we noticed it, we're like, okay, how do we make sure this doesn't happen again? So for me, it goes back to understanding who God created me to be, that He put everything that I need to be the best in me. So I try so much not to look from outside. When it comes to inspiration and drive, it does not come from outside. It comes from within, what God has put in me. But what I get from outside is understanding how the world is evolving, because I'm supposed to be at the top of it. The Bible says I'm a head and not a tail.
Amen.
So I look around to see what is moving. Okay, people are trying to use AI. How do I bring
Involve
that
myself.
in? How do I involve? How does it work with my business? Maybe it's in content creation. How do I do that? How do I look at also other designers in other countries? What makes Nigeria the best? What are they having that we don't have? Or how can we minimize what we have to for me to still come out better than I did previously?
This is why I also bring in this. I've always seen it with fashion designers, where clients are always coming in and they're like, "I saw what you made for Martha last time. That is what I want." Oh, you made this for Sham. I still want the same design. So how are you going about that with clients that are, because sometimes you can be there and you're looking through Instagram and someone's like, this is Sham's work. I know how Sham's work looks like because of the same. The clients that keep coming, I don't want to say the same clients, but then they're also looking for something that makes it easy for them as well. No, you made this for Martha. I want Martha's dress, exactly Martha's. Or I want Sham's. I want exactly like Sham. So how are you dealing with that? Because I'm saying it's now a common. I don't know if it's a trend. Because even it's not even with fashion in fashion industry. Because even with decoration, it's why I think now it's at the peak right now. Because now I can know this one. This is this one's decor. This is the person that has done the decoration. I know this is the person that has done this decor. I feel like, do you think it all goes back to people not wanting something stress-free?
To be honest, I feel like
that has to do with that?
As Ugandans, I think one of the things I've realized that we love jumping on something that is already doing good. But I also think it's not just Ugandans. It's a human thing. Like, okay, something is doing good and I want to jump on it. I want to do it. But I think for me, what I have learned to do...
differ.
That's what I was going to go to. Like, one of the things I started pointing out, you definitely don't have the same body as Martha. You probably still don't even have the same color complexion. The theme of what you're going for, when you explain to me what you're doing,
the
and
vibe of the function that you're going for.
The vibe is different. But I also try not to take them so far away, because now you don't want to give someone a complete different idea, because they had built up an idea in their head. So what I try is to try to build something within what she was looking at, but customized, because this is why it's called custom made. Okay, because it's supposed to be built for your taste, built for your body, built for your structure, built for your complexion. So I try to have that. First and foremost, I want to understand my bride. So
True.
it's not a thing of like, sit there, what do you want this? Okay, this is how much it's going to cost. I want to understand you. I want to understand what your perspective about this beautiful day
Why are you
is.
coming in with the same
Exactly.
outfit from my
Yes,
client?
yes. I want to understand the backstory. And another thing that for me I usually love, I want to understand why you chose to work with me.
True.
Why do you feel comfortable working with me? Because that is the expectation where I
Not
want
because
to put
Martha
you
brought
up.
you in as a
Yes,
planner.
yes.
You need
Like,
to go.
why do you think? Because I want to beat that expectation. If you say, oh, it's because it's A, B, C, D, I want to make sure. Okay, fine. High expectation is here, so we need to even take it really higher. So I try to have a real connection with the bride, because this is a whole journey. She's entering into something that is so beautiful.
And these are memories that need to last.
Thank you. This is half fast dressed into the most beautiful thing, where there's multiplication because there are children, there's wealth built, and this is the beginning of it. So I love understanding my bride to that level. What was your dream gown growing up? You know, sometimes we do have,
And they just keep changing year in, year out because of
Thank
the
you.
trends that keep coming
Thank
up.
you.
And also body changes.
Yes.
Or color.
So
Like you said
I
about
want
it.
to really get to that point and sometimes take her where she has not seen that probably might really work for her best. So some people would be open to it, some don't, some trust you along the way, because another thing I say is, if a look is not working, let's change it up. There's no reason
Okay.
why we should stick to it. You're doing custom made. So sometimes you give them the benefit of the doubt, they sit and they're like, oh, you're right, it's not working, and then we switch it up.
And then those that are not ready to, switch
I mean, we have those ones where you're like, ugh,
let's stick to this dress.
it has gone, but ew, it's
Has that happened and you're
embarrassing.
like, 4 same dresses have come out
No,
from your
no,
showroom, 5?
no. Because I think hey, let me tell you something. I have prayed when I realized you can actually pray for the type of clients you want to get. So I started praying for my kind. And I've learned from a hard place also. You know, sometimes you just
9
have
years
to.
is crazy.
I've learned a lot. I've matured.
That's why I come
a
in. What
lot.
mistakes?
Oh,
The mistake that brides make when they're picking
How
out
long
their
do we
dream
have?
gown. No,
how
I
long
need to
do
talk
we
about
have?
that.
Because, yo,
The mistakes the brides make.
I think I will start with, do not work with a designer or a service provider you do not completely trust. Because we're going to have issues of you calling me every second to check in.
Okay.
I have enough pressure as a designer to do my best even before you tell me. So I have enough pressure, you get, to make sure my talk, like my
I think that goes back to
delivery,
trust issues.
delivery matches my talk.
Okay.
Now, if I have you, let me tell you, you can never deliver the best to someone who doesn't trust you.
True.
That's why we know the biggest, even when it comes to marriage, even other relationships, the biggest thing is, if you don't have trust, it's not going to work out.
It's going to work out, yeah.
So I have experienced situations where the bride is literally the attitude and all of that, because they don't trust you. They know you do good work, but then there's this thing of like,
They have question marks.
Yeah, don't go to any vendor that you completely don't trust 180%, because you're going to make their work hard. Even if they are good at what they're doing, your attitude is going to ruin their delivery.
Okay.
They are going to ruin their delivery to the point that you just want to go finish this thing.
Okay.
So whether it is whatever she asks, whether you think it's going to work or not going to work, you just put, because yet as a designer, there's a reason why I'm doing this professionally. Trust me, I know something that you don't know. I know what the structure and all of that you don't know. So trust the person, you get. Because at the end of the day, if even what you thought doesn't come out right, you're going to turn it back to them. So listen to them and trust them. If they tell you, okay, we're going to see you in 1 month for a fitting, wait for that 1 month. Okay, don't be calling in the middle and all of that, unless there's a communication that is important. Probably you have added weight. Probably, probably you're thinking like, oh my God, now I no longer want a ball gown. I feel like I want a fitting. How can we go about this? That is okay, but if it's to check in, trust the vendors that you have gone to, because we find a lot of problems with people that don't trust us. It's a lot of work. Another mistake, people, you see, we have different body types, right?
Sure.
Somebody assumes they're going to look the same way with that dress they saw on the internet.
Pinterest.
That is photoshopped. That if you looked at that dress also, you one-on-one, you'd be like, huh? What is going on?
You look at the person.
There's a lot of Photoshop that has gone into it. There's, and for you, like, you want that. Mind you, also don't have the body of the Photoshop, but you want us to make that magic for you to look like that. It becomes an issue. So for me, by then, I would be like, in her head, she has to know that she doesn't look like this. So how
Why
it comes
did she
out?
come?
No. In my head, when I was starting, I'll take it on, because I'm like, I'm sure she knows she doesn't look like this, so she will understand if it doesn't turn out on her body like this. And then I realized it's not the case. So now if you bring in, and I'm like, this thing in my head, I know it's not going to look good, I will advise. If you still insist, that is not my money to eat, so I'll let it pass. Another thing is basically minding your business.
Oh, yeah.
Your client is not your friend. Trust me. I know, because you keep working for a long time, you create that connection, because like I said, I want to know my client, but I don't want to know. I just want to know, when it comes to this wedding, what's the expectation? To mind your business, do not get too comfortable.
Okay.
Because when you get too comfortable, you're going to say the wrong things.
Okay.
And these wrong things are going to be taken back to other people. And they're not lying.
You just have to guide them.
You get the client. You said the things. You get. So you just need to be, to know the boundaries where you go with this client. You get. You still have to be as professional as possible.
Sure.
Because it ruins your reputation when some people don't joke like you joke. You know, somewhat, because the clients that we hear is like, can you imagine, I went there and then she told me, Simanya, my body, me, I'm fat, Simanya, my body is this. And maybe
it's not the right design for your body.
Thank you. And then maybe
and
it
they
wasn't
take it personal.
It wasn't wrong, but the way you communicated it, because, oh, we are cool. You get, we are cool now, so I can say it like that.
Yeah.
And then the client takes it the wrong way. So you need to have, as much as you've created this relationship, you've worked together. Some gowns take as much as 6 months. You've worked with this person 6 months. Still know your boundaries, know how to mind your business. They are not your besties. They are still your clients. And you are supposed to stay professional. Don't get to some point and be like, please, I'll see another time. It's just, they are still their clients. So you have to stay as professional as possible.
Boundaries.
Yeah. I think some of the things that I have learned growing, but the learning doesn't stop. You learn difficult clients. I have learned to discern people I can work with and people I can't
work with.
Because every time I've discerned that this is not going to go well, and I just went in because I needed the money, it didn't end well.
Okay.
Some people just choose not to understand you.
Okay.
Like, somebody's not going to understand you. They made up their mind before they came. I am not going to hear her. So whatever,
I'm going with this. I have come with this.
Thank you.
And I'm living with this.
So whatever you say, they are not going to hear you and all of that. So I've learned to discern somebody that I can work with and who I can't work with. Then another thing is to draw a line. I know we talked about boundaries. To draw a line with my team and my employees. You guys, take it on me. It's fine. I'll cry later.
But not take it on you.
Don't do that. Those kids are my responsibilities. Those men and women are my responsibility. Matter of fact, some of them, I'm with them more than they are with their families. Okay. You get what I mean? They are my responsibility. It is my name on the door, not their name. So for you to drag my employees,
that's not right.
We are going to have a problem.
Okay.
we are really going to have a problem. Do not come at my employees like that. Do not come. I keep calling them, those are my babies, my children. Do not come at my children like that, because that's what, you know how a mother you can do with your children.
Yeah.
Like, don't. So for me, I have
Those are
learned
your
to
babies.
protect my team, because even when we have an issue, yeah, I'm going to deal with, that's my family. I'm going to deal with them better. It's okay for you, you can take it on me, but I've had that scenario I wasn't in, and this client went for my team. And I'm like, you don't do that. You don't treat people like that because they are making you clothes and all of that. Like, there should be mutual respect, honestly.
True.
Because as much as you're giving me money, I'm giving you service. I'm giving you service, so there should be. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through, but there should be mutual respect, because I'm also giving you service. You're not giving me money for free, and also to respect the people that work for us. You get. Anyway, I don't want to go much. For me, I draw the line. Don't come for my stuff. Come at me, bring it at me. I'll take the heat.
Because in the first place, they came to you, not your employees.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you touch those ones,
you're done.
that's where
You're chasing.
Yeah. I
Just
had
the client.
It's not it's that deep. It's that deep when it comes to my team and the people that I work with, because I've grown with them, and that's my family over there. So we don't play with family. When we started this thing, one of the things I wanted to ask, and I don't know why, I've always met you and I've not asked you these questions. Martha, there are so many things I feel like you would do. But events planning, first and foremost, I didn't see that coming, because this woman
Really?
doesn't like stress. You guys, this woman loves soft life. But then you end up in this business that is very hectic. Why events planning? How did you get into
Like
it?
you said, I like soft life. I love making everyone have a soft life,
I love
stress-free
that. I love
event.
that.
So with me, I started, I think it's my sister's event. My sister's Kuhinjira. That is where all that started from. Of course, we had a committee. This one was in charge of this and this and this and this and that. There were roles. But then I sat down. Everyone is opinionated. You get? So Sham is the treasurer, I'm the chairman, and then there's someone who was doing another role. But then since you're opinionated, you always want things to go your way.
Yeah.
And yet the bride
Yeah.
wants something different.
Yeah.
So there was always that clash.
Clashing,
There was always
yeah.
that clashing of, you know, the bride wants this and this and this, but then now for you, the committee person is still in the other era. The other era of, no, you know, in Kuhinjira, in our culture, you have to sit on the mat. And yet this trend is now different. You have to sit on the chairs. That's not what the bride wants, because now she's in the Gen Z trend, you know, that is off. But then the committee is coming in, you're ill-mannered, you have no discipline, you get? And with the bride, it's different. So she just comes and sits me down. She's like, you know what I want. You know what I like, you know what I don't like. So you're going to know how to deal.
So you become the villain in this story.
Yes.
Hi.
So she's like, you know how to deal with these people and how you're going to, I cannot, because they're really destroying my vision. And this, I want something completely different from what they want. Yes, they're the ones catering for the bills and everything, but they are not understanding what I want. So I come until it, I'm like, you know what, people, I sit down with the committee, I'm like, it's this and this and this and this. This is how we're going to do this and this and this and this. So we all come to an understanding. And then they're like, oh, and first of all, my first question is, what is your budget? For everything to be smooth, what is your budget? So if Sham comes in and tells me, this is my budget, it's this and this and this and this, that's what we do with the committee. And they're like, so, vendors. I'm like, yes, I have the right vendors that are going to fit in your budget and this and that. That is outsourcing vendors that I spoke about. Then I'm like, I have a right vendor for this and this, but we need to look into negotiating to fit into our budget. So that is where all that also comes in. Then the D-Day coordination.
Is that like the...
Running.
How is the pre and during? Like, what is more hectic? The day of the event or the after?
No, the pre. Yes.
Putting things together.
Putting things together, because there's, of course, now switch ups where the bride can be like, you know what, I don't want this anymore.
Yeah.
No, I've seen something better.
Yeah.
I've seen something better. I don't want this anymore. Now I want this. Then now you may find that you have to switch a vendor that I, the planner, know that is right for what she wants. So that is where those are the issues that come in. That the pre is always the issue, the before. But then the D-Day to me is where it's going to run smooth. Of course, there's some, complications there, and there are some BTS that we always never get into, that the bride and groom never get to know about. And it's always people on ground that I always work with that always know what's going on. But then that is why I come in to have a stress-free event for the bride. So my sister was not stressed. She didn't know what was going on. She knew what she was going to put on.
Oh, she was really stress-free.
Yes, she knew where all her outfits were going to come from, who was going to do her cake, juice, caterer, all that venue, because I had outsourced all the vendors for her.
Yeah.
And I had to coordinate all the vendors on the D-Day.
Did you have a wedding plan on your wedding?
No, I did not have. I did it myself. And I did it myself because I don't procrastinate. I don't do all that. So that is why it was easy for me to organize my sister's D-Day. So it came from Kuhinjira. Then, of course,
I see.
Wedding came in. That is where you came in for the dresses. And then now that was a bit hectic because I was the planner. I was the maid of honor. I was the bride minder.
I remember.
2 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
But it all went well. And because she didn't have any stress. She didn't know who did this, who stressed me here and there, because I didn't have to tell her. I didn't have to let her know, because I had to give her something that was, because at the end of the day, your D-Day is the most memorable day, and it's for life. Like, it is for life. You're going to keep tapping on those videos, and you're going to keep seeing. There is no way they're going to see your eyes that are red, your makeup, your face is not touched up, your dress has snapped, So it's just all going back to, and I love seeing people happy. That is me, because I'm a happy soul. I'm a happy soul. So I don't like seeing someone stressed or someone taking on all the stress and it is their D-Day. Because even when I'm like working and I sit back and I'm watching my clients dancing and all, I'm like,
we did it.
What happened? I'm like, I wish you knew what happened 2 days ago. I wish. I'm like, but I'm happy that you don't know a thing.
Yeah.
And all is well. And of course, bills were paid, no balances, because those calls are going to keep coming into me, because it's me that takes on that load with the balances and all that, because I'm coordinating all the vendors. Yes. So I always have to deal with the treasurer from the family that has to come with me and finish up all the balances on the D-Day when everyone is done with their work.
To be honest, Martha, you've taught me a lot about events planners, and I respect you guys so much.
Thank you for coming through.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I enjoyed myself. Thank you
Please,
so
let's
much
have
for
more
having
episodes.
me. I got you anytime. I'm a phone call away. It is a small industry and the creatives, and one thing I've learned, it is better when we collaborate or work together than working apart. Trust me, I've been on the other end of making somebody's work difficult. I repented, God forgive me. And I hope if anybody's watching and at some point made it a little bit difficult, I hope you can take the apology. Please forgive me. But I have learned a lot as you know, I've grown in the industry. And one thing I've definitely learned, nothing can beat togetherness, nothing can beat unity. We grow better, we grow faster, everybody benefits. So it's okay. You can even have issues or differences. We're not supposed to love everybody. We can't be kumbaya, but we can always put things on the side and we give our clients the best. And we also make our industry grow. Because it's really important. It's good to make a mark in whatever you're doing. Like as a photographer, be the best of the photographer. Let the young ones, because there are going to be other people that are coming in the industry. Let them learn from you. Let them want to know how you did something. Even as for designers as well, we still have a very fertile ground in our country. There's so much for us to grow on, because I know we're all talented differently. And also, please do not forget to put God at the center of it all. You will break. There's only one God, and it's not you. So please let God be God in your life, and let's build our industry together. Let's collaborate, and let's, have fun, be rich, and everything.
Make money.
And make money.
Love God. And
love God and make money.
Make money. Thank you for watching. Keep communicating. Keep collaborating. Until next time, let's keep bridging the gap. See you soon.